what you think of your highest self as a physical representation of you is not your highest self. Like, your highest self is not you with millions of dollars. Your highest self is not you in a luxury home, you know, being waited on hand and foot. Your highest self is not you on a yacht with a butler, you know, dancing with J-Lo. I think that a lot of people like to think that that's what their highest self is, but your highest self is awareness. Your highest self is the version of you that is the most aware. It's the version of you that is only giving loving thoughts, that's only speaking loving words, that's only feeling loving emotions. Your highest self is you in the embodiment of the energy of the divine, and the energy of the divine is love. Your highest self is you in that embodiment, and you operating from the most loving space at all times, at all freaking times. Your highest self, it has nothing to do with physical manifestations. Like, I think that our world with manifestation has got so hooked up on that, like, having a Rolls Royce means you're good enough. It doesn't mean anything. It's fine to attract in whatever it is that you desire to have, but it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that you are above somebody spiritually or energetically. It doesn't. It just means that you attracted that thing in. The only thing that you need to focus on your spiritual journey is your awareness and being present. When you are present, you can be aware. And you have to train yourself to be able to operate at the awareness of your higher self. Your highest self is the embodiment of pure love. But you're not the embodiment of pure love because you have a human program. Like, you as a soul are the awareness of your thoughts. You are the awareness of the feelings or the sensations in your body. You are thinking or feeling those things, but they're not who you are. You are the awareness of them. And the more that you can operate from your awareness and stop allowing unconscious patterns to keep dictating your life, that's the more you are operating from your highest self. The more that you operate from the awareness of your being, that's your higher self. Your higher self is conscious and aware. And it's not gossiping about other people. It's not thinking negative thoughts about yourself or about other people. It's not judging other people. It's not moving through and carrying the emotions of anger and fear and bitterness and resentment or sadness, whatever. None of that is your higher self. Those are all low vibrational, lower consciousness ways of thinking or being. Your higher self is the deepest, most expanded level of awareness that just is. It's not triggered by anybody. It's not affected by anybody. It's just awareness. It's just consciousness. I don't even want to say it's just being, because it's not being, it's the awareness of being. That's your higher self. That's what you should be striving to be at. And because you are not operating at that yet, it takes practice. It takes training. You must train your mind. You have to master your mind. You have to master your word. You have to master your emotions. Once you master those, it is very easy to operate as awareness, because that's who you are. You are not your name. You are not your job. You are not your car. You are not your bank account. You are not your status. You are not your relationship. None of that is you. Who are you? You are the awareness of all of that. And that awareness is your higher self. That is your job, your purpose here on your spiritual journey. That is the only thing that you should be focusing on. The more that you master that, the more you are mastering this reality. You are overcoming the generational and the karmic patterns that you have been carrying up until this point. You are alchemizing them out of you, and you are able to operate from the state that you were meant to operate from, which is awareness. That's it. Once you realize that your highest self is nowhere, it's here. It's the embodiment of the divine. It's you as the awareness. That is your higher self. It's you no longer having separation between the wounded human program, the wounded inner child, and the awareness of the wounded inner child. You are just operating as the awareness. That is your higher self. That's the goal to be operating from this higher way of being. You are unaffected by anyone or anything because you know it has nothing to do with you. You're not irked, you're not triggered, you are not behaving in a wounded, lower consciousness way of being. You are just the consciousness. That's it. That is who you are truly deep within yourself, and that is your highest self asking you. When you keep attracting in the same patterns, it's because you are not operating as your higher self, alchemizing those patterns out of your life. You must start showing up as your higher self, and this takes presence, it takes awareness, and it takes stillness. Your transformation happens in stillness. It doesn't happen in some grand thing that happens. It's how much can you be still to be aware of what's going on and how you are being through the life experience. And that's up to you. Okay, beautiful soul. I'm sending you all of my love. Have an absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.